Hi Leo, welcome back to Wandering Magic. These are going to be your November 2025 messages, and it's going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Before we jump in, we're going to get to our notes from astrology. And 2 planets are retrograde. You guessed it, Mercury is one. That's going to be from November 9th to November 29th. So remember, we have that pre and post shadow 2 weeks before and after those dates, and which means basically you'll be feeling the effects. So you might be feeling them right now if you're listening to this on November 1st. And the other planet is Neptune, is retrograde in Pisces. So that's all about dissolving illusions, confronting the truth, and it also brings clarity. For you specifically, this is about healing emotional wounds, and we're definitely going to get into it with the cards that came out. So here we go. Our Kipper messages here are the main male, courthouse, and main female. I have to say, I've been pulling Kipper cards for a little while now, and it is so rare. I don't remember the last time this pair came out. So this is a couple. But if you notice, there's something in the middle here. There's definitely a wedge between two. Now, let's talk about it. For some of you, and I'm getting the majority of you, it seems like these past couple years, love has been a little hard, a little unlucky. And I think this also has to do with those emotional wounds that need healing. And I also feel like this is deep into your childhood. And we'll talk about this in a moment. This is your oracle message. And so this is a time of, like, you're rethinking everything that you thought about what you wanted in life, in a relationship. And it's really reflecting on those relationships that you had that were not so great. And you're wondering, like, is it better to stay single? Is it better to just, should I keep pursuing someone else, or should I go for this? And I will say that this is leaning more toward staying single because things are complicated. It just feels like a very, like, sneaky energy, and maybe your last relationship was sneaky. It also feels like, even though there's a card between these two people, there's an ex that's lurking, and either, like, you're seeing them or someone's telling you they see them. It could be social media, it could be in person, but it feels like someone else is telling you about an ex or just like a past lover, and you kind of like roll your eyes to it because you're like, well, we're not together, I don't really care. But for some reason they just keep like popping up. They just keep popping up, and I think it's making it a little bit more difficult for you to truly and authentically let go. Now, I'm not saying that you're hung up on your ex. What I'm saying is you just need to reflect on that relationship. Now, if you're upset right now and you're just like, why is this person talking about my ex? That should be a sign that something is triggering you. Regardless, with Mercury being in retrograde, we tend to revisit things from the past. And if this is coming up for you, then this just means that you need to cleanse this person away. This person needs to be removed, essentially, from your energy field. With this joyous fun, I feel like right now, if you don't feel like life is grand, then you're being asked in November to tap into it. And if you do feel like life is grand, then you're being reminded to just stay in that gratitude and be grateful for what is here for you and where life has taken you. I feel there are those wounds from the past. And for some, I know 15 years is like a long time, but 15 years is that golden number for Neptune in Pisces. And so whatever those are, heal them. For some of you, you may be young adults and you were just so young 15 years ago. And so just like reflect back, like even if you don't actually remember, like maybe ask a parent if your parents are around to ask like what was going on with me at that time. But if you are older and 15 years ago you were an adult, then again, reflect back at that point. What is it about that pivotal time that is reflecting now? And so again, it's like reevaluating what it is that you want, redefining what family looks like for you and how you see yourself, because it feels like you have changed your perspective on life. Like something must have been such a big deal that it changed your perspective on how you see things, how you want to do things. Something was very eye-opening. And so it's almost as if you're realizing that your childhood dreams were just like these illusions of things that are not, like it may like sound good or you think it was good at the time, but now with your life experience is taking you into a new reality. And that's what it feels like you're stepping into. You're redefining what happiness is. I'm getting to that someone else defined happiness and you're realizing that it's not that, it's actually this, like whatever this is. So just think about that for a moment as we segue into tarot. With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, you also have it next to this 10 of Pentacles upright and this 3 of Swords reversed. So again, you're redefining what love looks like. Self-love, love from a partner, love from other people. It's all different now. It's like, it's not that you, like if you are single, it's not that you don't want to be single. It's that being single feels good and you're actually feeling okay with that. Redefining what your values are. Learning that the connections you made before just were not in alignment, and it was about the values that you didn't share. And knowing now what deal breakers actually look like. With the 3 of Swords also in reverse, we're going back to those emotional wounds. So with it being in reverse, I feel like it may not have been something that was in the forefront of your mind, but it's something that is living in your subconscious, and it may be holding you back from being authentically happy, whatever happiness looks like and means to you. 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands in reverse. This is not holding up your defenses anymore. It's kind of like you're just in this really like limbo state, but you're like totally fine being here. It feels like you're saying, whatever's going to come to me, it'll come to me. I feel like there's a creative pursuit or just something very like independent or entrepreneurial that is working in your favor. You're just still trying to navigate through it is what it feels like. But this may have been something that you wanted in the past, or something that you thought or talked about in the past, and now it's starting to show back up. And so you're just reflecting on that and reworking maybe something that has to do with it. But you're also just in this very like neutral state of whatever happens, happens. But honestly, you're looking at the cup as being half full, and that's the energy you want to continue to take with you. You got let go for your angel message. So I feel like this is the letting go of those old wounds, letting go of those old patterns, those old ways of thinking, and really stepping into this newness and accepting and embracing it. I feel like Neptune for you, Leo, has brought you the clarity that you've been asking for and looking for. Like, just everything is just so real right now. And you're just like, I'm here for it. For your fairy message, you have Endeavor. And Endeavor says, magic and hard work make dreams come true. I love that. Watch your sun, moon, and rising for any additional messages, and I'll see you next time.